Hey everybody, good afternoon. Michael Rose here bringing you some St. Stephen's Spartan soccer on a Saturday. And that's got to be the best alliteration this broadcaster has ever uttered in his life. Welcome to the broadcast here on Vype Live. Thank you so much for being a part of it today. St. Stephen's at home hosting Kinkaid. Thanks for being with us once again. My name is Michael Rose, filling in for Cameron. I'm glad to be here. It's cold, y'all. A cold Texas morning. You don't hear that very often, depending on where you're at in this great big galaxy of ours on the World Wide Web, such as it is. Can see the ladies down there on the pitch getting ready to go. Just a few minutes before we get things going, but I'm just going to adjust my camera. I am a one-person show, so I'm going to be moving this camera around the best I can. I'm going to be trying to get these names of these young ladies pronounced and uttered the best I can. But what you're going to get from me today is just a little bit of a narrative, and you get to watch the action as these young ladies take on Kinkaid, which are over there. The lady Spartans, they're over there in red. They got all their pennies on right now as they're getting ready. I want to let you know these lineups today for St. Stephen's Episcopal School. The Spartans, 0 is Nora Fellner. 1 is Amelia McGuire. 2 is S.B. Weatherspoon. Number 4 is Shayna Schechter. Number 5 is Bradley Parham. No, let's see, we'll go all the way down. We've got a few folks that are out today, so I'm just going down the roster. Number 9, Kayla Fink. Number 11, Brody Rodemacher. Number 12, that's Meredith Clay. Number 13, Janaya Chavez Moreno. 16 is Delaney Post. 18, we got another Delaney. That's Delaney Holleran. Number 20, never mind. And number 23, there we go, is Phoebe George. That is the roster given to me. Oh, I skipped one. My goodness, I forgot. Number 8. Oh, that's Hepzibah Dominic. Hepzibah Dominic. I've been working on that name. Hepzibah. She is number 8. Skipped over her. Not by intention, just by accident. But once again, folks, appreciate you being with us this afternoon. Hopefully all is well with you, that you are keeping good care of yourself and also watching out for your friends and family. Going to pull up the crowd mic right now. There's a couple folks out there in the stands. But we'll get you to hopefully hear out in there and listen in to get some good quality noise coming in from that. We'll see. It's just a slight murmur. I wanted to crank it up so I could start to hear it. But again, the music was blaring, so I had it turned down. But we're almost ready to go. Kinkaid over on their side, they are huddling up. There they are. We've got our clock in the corner that just went to 0. As far as countdown to game time, there's the clock over there. Again, a beautiful pitch. Got to walk out on it. Well manicured. I'm going to angle down just a little bit, give you the whole side-to-side view right there. And you're going to see the tops of some people's heads as they pass by. And we're right up here in the press box. Out of the elements, but also that means out of the sun, and a little bit, little chilly, as it were, but that's okay. Captain's meeting in the middle. Officials are here. I see the one at midfield, but the others are back on the other side of the track, sitting in the sun, which is a good idea. Now they're getting stretched out. Another good idea. The Spartan fans are sitting in the shade on aluminum bleachers, and the Kinkaid fans are sitting in the sun on aluminum bleachers. I know where I'd be if I was out there. But again, folks, thank you so much for being a part of the broadcast today. A special thank you to Merle Bertrand, who is our QA this afternoon, actually this late morning. We will roll into probably a one or two other people, and along with Merle helping me out, Suna Venkat, our IT professional, one of a kind, guru, awesome person. I love being a part of the Vype Live crew, and I'm thankful for them. Kinkaid making their way out to midfield to get ready for this contest this morning. Again, welcome to it. We're here in Austin, Texas, over on the west side. Spartans huddling up over there. They'll make their way out in just a second. Appreciate you being with us again today. I am a one-person crew up here running the camera and giving you some sights and sounds, so do my best to follow the action with the camera more so than with my voice. We will have a good time here bringing you, as I mentioned, St. Stephen's Spartan soccer on a Saturday. Love that. Yeah. Love it, love it, love it. Just after 11 o'clock here Central Time. Everyone getting in their places. Johnny Chavez Moreno over there in the center, number 13, right behind the circle, and kickoff underway, getting back into it. Here we go. It's going to go all the way out the back line, and we'll throw in from kick to midfield, and it's going to go out to the side right down in front of us there. Wonder how I make that. That's all right. Here to the near side, back into the middle. Goes back, and it's going to roll all the way out to the end line once again. That back line kind of a favorable spot right now as we get going here early in this first half. 2 40-minute halves here this afternoon, afternoon. Today, let's just say today. We'll throw in from the corner, get that angle as best we can. There we go, there she is. Kinkaid will throw in from, or kick in from the corner kick here. Everyone getting to their spots. Kick to the center now, into the fray. It's going to go right to the left side of the, to the left side of the goal. And out the back line once again. Kinkaid will track it down, and we'll get started with another corner kick, it looks like. My tripod likes to drift on me. I got to hold on to it so it doesn't do that. Kick comes in over the heads of most everybody. Kinkaid able to keep it in as St. Stephen's now finally gets it out of their offensive zone, almost to midfield. Kinkaid plays it back in, and they'll let it go out the back line once more. I appreciate that, Merle. I don't know how to adjust this. I don't know how to adjust it side to side to make it not so tilted. I was just trying to figure that out too. I just don't see. Looks like something's broken on this tripod as we go all the way to the other end here. Sorry about that. Again, I'm trying to do all kinds of multitasking. Not sure how to adjust it. I'm going to have to, I guess, I don't have a level on this tripod either, so hopefully... I don't know, man. Just don't know. All right, I have to follow the action. Shot on goal, and it is scooped up by Miss Delaney Holleran, who is in net for St. Stephen's. I'm just not seeing how Holleran will boot it midfield. Going the other way now is Kinkaid. Maintains coming up here this near sideline. Nice job by Kinkaid keeping it in. Ball goes high in the air, and it's going to come up this near side all the way to the stands. Okay. I didn't do anything, but we'll let it ride. I appreciate that, Merle. Thank you. Kinkaid will throw in on the sideline. Going back to midfield. St. Stephen's doing a good job keeping it close to Kinkaid, as there haven't been a lot of fast breaks, as this one, as I say, that goes all the way up that far sideline. Away from us here in the press box, and it goes out the end line. And we'll have another chance. The beauty of wearing the goalie gloves is that someone has to tie your shoes for you. Now that is teamwork personified right there. Kinkaid up the far sideline, coming back this way. Kick to the center. Nicely played by St. Stephen's as they push it out, and it looks like they're going to be on the attack, but then they lose possession. Once again, Kinkaid sends it back. Now they'll kick it back in to the center. St. Stephen's able to clear it. Kinkaid holds it in to this side, and now at midfield they go. Little fast break up the sideline. Kinkaid still has track of it. Lets it go. Now the kick into center, a header, and scooped up by Holleran. A nice save right there. And looks like she's going to either throw or boot it out of the zone. And she's going to put a foot into it, it looks like. Waiting for everybody to get set. Now she puts a foot into it right to midfield. Official almost got it. And now we're off going the other way. Kinkaid able to intercept. And they'll put it back up to midfield, and here we come. St. Stephen's trying their best to get things going, and now they clear it. Try to get it out of the zone. Kinkaid hanging in there. Kinkaid in white, St. Stephen's in red. Left-footed boom by Kinkaid. Now St. Stephen's trying to force it out. Kinkaid doing a good job holding it in. Now we got a nice fast break. Here comes St. Stephen's up the sideline. And a takedown. Looks like she's all right. That's Hepzibah right there, number 8. Going to the sideline. And she will throw it in. Goes up to center field right there. Kinkaid trying to hustle up, gets her, but St. Stephen's able to keep it in. Goes out the side, and a throw in for Kinkaid. Right next to their bench. She'll throw it back. And now they'll move it up. Coming here to the near side. St. Stephen's controls, goes to the sideline, but it'll be Kinkaid who will throw it in right at midfield. Going up that near sideline. Now back towards midfield. Kinkaid holding it in. Oh my goodness. Big shot to advance it far up, but St. Stephen's going to let it roll out the back line and gets a little bit bumped from behind as they're both hustling to the ball. St. Stephen's will bring it in. Let's see, where are they placing it? There they are. St. Stephen's clears it out, but it's right back in with Kinkaid on the far side. Kick to the middle. Good setup right there. Keeps her foot. Shot on net. It's over the top of the crossbar and a no goal right there. Still 0-0. We're down 10 minutes into this first half, down to the 30-minute mark, just about. Just a little on the north side. 30 minutes, 30 seconds left in the half. Clock continues to run, and St. Stephen's will put a foot into it once again, trying to clear it out of this zone. Kinkaid with the header and return. And St. Stephen's able to clear, but Kinkaid right there again puts it back in. Now St. Stephen's puts a foot into it right at the coach's hands on the sideline. And Kinkaid will throw in their zone on that far side, as they do. Over the top, St. Stephen's able to get there. Ball going to the sideline, and Kinkaid will throw in. Ball booted in the air. Tried for a header. Now a second header as it finally gets to the ground. St. Stephen's clears all the way up to midfield, but Kinkaid and the defenders are there to hold it and keep it in the zone. Nice lead up that far side, coming right at the net. Shot on goal. Holleran able to block it, and it hits the upright. And Holleran gets a save and then an assist from the post there on the goal. So score still 0-0, down to 29 to go here in this first half. And it looks as though Kinkaid will have a corner kick from the far corner. Everybody gathering in their spots. This one's going to be right at the goal. Ball on the ground. Shot at the net, hits the other side of the crossbar. Or other side of the upright, I should say. Kind of that upper corner, and it's no goal. And we'll have another corner kick coming here from this near side corner. We've seen that a couple times already here in the first half. That corner kick goes out the back line once again. That corner kick comes up and over everyone else's head, and it's going to go out the side. Actually, it'll be on the end line, so St. Stephen's will put a foot into it right there in the goal box. Everybody getting set. She puts a foot into it to the middle. Kinkaid intercepts. St. Stephen's able to get it right back, pushes it to the far side. Now putting it up the sideline. It will be stopped and placed out of bounds over on the far side. A throw in for St. Stephen's. Merle Bertrand is our QA, and we are both showing our mutual respect and our admiration for Suna as we have a little side conversation. So Suna, thanks for being so diligent and so on top of things to keep us in line. Kick to the net and a scoop up for Delaney Holleran. I apologize I didn't get to that. But it was a nice save, an easy one for Holleran as she just went to her knees, scooped it up. Now she throws it out. Ball at midfield, and St. Stephen's able to get going on an offensive push here. Like to see that. To the far side, trying to track it down before it gets out, and she's not going to get there. It'll be Kinkaid to throw it in on that far side. Oh, all right. Let's see if I can do any better with that. There we go. Kinkaid clears it out up the far side, but St. Stephen's able to hold it in. They'll send it down, and they'll let it roll out the side, and Kinkaid will throw in once again on the far side. Kinkaid able to keep tabs of it, putting it to the center. St. Stephen's takes it away. Put to the middle. Kinkaid will force it to this near side and can't quite catch up to it as it rolls out. It'll be St. Stephen's throwing in here on this near side. Hepzibah will do once again. Hepzibah Dominic, number 8. Right down here. She throws it in. This near side. St. Stephen's forces it down, and it's going to go out the back line. And now Kinkaid will have a kick. Put it back in play in just a second. Goal keep. Going to put it to the far side. And now Kinkaid will push it up the sideline. Up to midfield and across. Kinkaid with possession. St. Stephen's sends it back to their defender, and they'll get going. Coming here to the near side. Ball comes up. Good stop right there. Kinkaid wins that battle, puts it to the center, but St. Stephen's there to intercept. Put it back on their defender, but Kinkaid pushing the fact. And now here comes Kinkaid. Keeping control. St. Stephen's put his foot on it, and it goes to the sideline. Out of bounds, and a throw in for Kinkaid in front of the St. Stephen's bench coming up. Going up the sideline. Tap clear. St. Stephen's puts it back, and we'll have a throw in from basically the same spot. Another kick to the sideline and out of bounds. St. Stephen's now will throw in at midfield. Big toss, little scrum right there. Whole bunch of people getting towards the ball, and the St. Stephen's Spartans able to come up with it. They push it back to midfield. A person there, but Kinkaid taps it down, and they'll put it back into their own offensive zone. St. Stephen's puts a foot into it, holds it out. Header missed by Kinkaid. Trying to come up with possession. They finally do St. Stephen's. Nice push up the sideline. Dominic not there. Kinkaid puts it back down, and we're going the other way, but St. Stephen's is maybe going to win that foot race. Taps it to the corner, hits the flag, and it's going to go out the back end. Corner kick for Kinkaid, puts it in play. Got some murmuring from the crowd. Kinkaid parents not happy, as it's not going to be a corner kick. It's going to be St. Stephen's trying to get it out of their zone, but Kinkaid holding it in as they have done so much already here in this first half. They'll throw in on the far side. And Kinkaid puts the ball in the air. St. Stephen's able to get there, pushing a little bit back. We have a shot on goal just over the top of the crossbar. Oh my goodness. Wasn't sure if Holleran was going to be able to high point that enough, but fortunately for St. Stephen's, just a little too much on it as it goes up over the crossbar. No goal. We are almost to the halfway point of this first half at the 21-minute mark. 21:30, actually, I should say. St. Stephen's will do another kick to clear it. Nice foot right there. To midfield, but sent back into the offensive zone of Kinkaid. St. Stephen's coming to the sideline, unable to catch up with it. That was number 4, Shania Schechter, junior defenseman. Kinkaid will throw in. Bodied and then pushed back. Kinkaid holds it in, puts it to the middle. Foot race there as it's cut off by Kinkaid, put to the middle, and St. Stephen's clears the zone, gets it up here to the other side. Kinkaid has control, taps it to midfield, holding it in, now putting it back to the middle. A little give and go for Kinkaid, but there's Dominic. She knocks it down. Schechter puts it to the middle, learning all these names. Looks to be number 5. Bradley Parham had possession of it. Now the St. Stephen's puts it to the sideline. A foot race, and it's going to be won by Kinkaid as St. Stephen's taps it out the sideline. A throw to the back line now across midfield, and St. Stephen's will get things going. And Kinkaid, actually, I beg your pardon, Kinkaid gets things going as they push it up. Holler in there for the save. She's going to come out and wait for everybody to clear. Looks like she'll put a foot into it here in just a second. Puts it up into midfield. Couple bounces and a header by Kinkaid, and they have possession, and they come back into this offensive zone. Once again, a lead there. Who's going to get there? A kick on net, but it's wide right out the back line and inside 20. Down to 19:30 to go here. So we're halfway through this first half. No score. Michael Rose along with Merle Bertrand bringing you the action this afternoon. Appreciate you being with us from wherever you may be. St. Stephen's Spartans soccer on Saturday. By far, and I think it's the 3rd or 4th time I've said it. I'm going to say it a lot today because it's the best alliteration any broadcaster could hope for. St. Stephen's clears it out up the far side, but it goes out of bounds, so Kinkaid will throw in. A little bit of a tit for tat right there, and finally the throw in happens. Goes up the sideline, but it looks as though we're going to have to do it again for some reason. I'm not sure why. Wants her to back up a little bit, it looks like. Throw in. St. Stephen's and Kinkaid bodying for the ball. Finally, Kinkaid comes and puts her foot into it, but St. Stephen's able to clear it up. And it goes off the foot of Kinkaid. It might have been off of, it looks like it was off of one of the St. Stephen's players, so Kinkaid throws it in. A header, and now St. Stephen's puts a foot into it. St. Stephen's coming this way, but Kinkaid cuts her off. And they put it back into the zone at midfield. Kinkaid with possession. Puts it to this near side. It's going to roll out. So here we go. St. Stephen's ball right there between those two metal benches down on the sideline. Once they're able to corral it, they'll throw it in. Looks like they're throwing it in from deeper than I expected them to, which is why I had the camera where I had it. Now Kinkaid with it. Puts a foot into it, goes to the far sideline. St. Stephen's able to retrieve and clear it. Back up to the middle. Foot race down the far side. Shot up and over the goal. Out the back line, and we'll have another kick for St. Stephen's. Kinkaid had control, tried to put it back in play. It goes out of bounds on the far side, so St. Stephen's will throw in right there at midfield. Kinkaid always right there, ready to take it away, and they do, but St. Stephen's there, but a official stops play. The referee looking at the coach for St. Stephen's. And we're going to have Kinkaid kicking it from the point. And a goal. Oh, my goodness. Holleran couldn't high point that one. That's the second time they put a foot on it like that, and it's now 1-0 here for Kinkaid. That came at the with 15:26 to go here in the first half. Kinkaid now leads 1-0. 1-0, I should say. St. Stephen's pushes it up, but it rolls to the sideline and out. A little back and forth here as Kinkaid maintains possession. They come all the way up that far sideline and it rolls out the back line. Oh, mercy. Waiting for that sun to start cooking on this press box and warm it up a little bit, but I just don't think that's going to happen for a while. Ball up the far sideline, gets tapped out of bounds and a throw in for Kinkaid. St. Stephen's able to get there. A little battle between the two, and now the defense comes up and puts it to midfield, but it'll roll out on that far side, so another throw in for Kinkaid. They'll throw to the back line here. The defense for Kinkaid now with it up at midfield. They push it up and now send it in to the center. And a shot to the goalkeep is spun, and a defense got their foot on it, which made it spin so that Holleran could corral it, and now she's looking to put a foot into it. Puts it up to midfield. Kinkaid puts a body on it. Spartans are there. They send it in. And Kinkaid sends it back up. A nice header and a putback. That was number 9, Kayla Fink, with a good defense right there. Try to keep it in the zone. But here it goes back and forth again. Kinkaid holding it in on that far sideline. St. Stephen's backing up. Now a shot to the center. Foot on the ball. Gets away from them. Kinkaid still has it. Shot on net. Holleran able to put a hand in front of it. But the ball's still there. Nice clear out by St. Stephen's. Up to almost midfield. But Kinkaid able to keep it in. Nice move right there by the Spartans. That's number 2, SP Witherspoon. She got it cleared out and tried to make an offensive move. Sent back in by Kinkaid all the way back down. Holleran comes out of the box. Gets on top of it, and she'll hold on to it. And she'll wait for everybody to clear and put a foot into it once again. Up to midfield, held in by Kinkaid. Now they're off and running once again to the middle, far side. St. Stephen's able to put a foot to it to make a stop, but Kinkaid puts pressure on, rolls, and Holleran there to scoop it up. Sends that one all the way back. Now Kinkaid with it. Coming near side. Intercepted by the Spartans. Nice move to the middle. Gets away from one defender. Now still has the ball poked out. Little poke check there by Kinkaid, and they force it to the sideline. And they're there to make a move. Nice job by the Spartans. Had a great break on it. But the defensive Kinkaid just playing a little bit more aggressively than were the Spartans on that one. Kinkaid holding it in. Broken up by St. Stephen's, and a shot to the net, and Hollering able to go down to a knee and make the save. She'll clear it out once again. Goes up to midfield. Kinkaid puts it back to center. And now they get it across right into the feet of St. Stephen's, who puts it right back to the middle. Chavez Moreno puts it in to the offensive zone, but Kinkaid able to clear it right back out again. St. Stephen's puts it back. Now it's a little give and go between the two teams. There's a back line here, and it goes off the feet of Kinkaid out of bounds here on the near side. Shania Schechter will throw it in on the sideline here. To the sideline between the wickets of Kinkaid, and they push it back, and the defense will hold it in. They go to the far side, looking to make an attack up the sideline. Knocked out of the air. That was number 1, Amelia McGuire, who put it to the sideline. So Kinkaid will throw it in on the sideline right next to midfield on their offensive side. Now the official makes her back up, takes a big step, throws it in. That kick goes far and wide to the left, and Holleran scoops up a new ball. Put to the middle, and a whistle. And a free kick here for St. Stephen's. Phoebe George, the designated I was going to say the designated clear outer person. Just to sound silly, but then I realized that does sound silly, but it makes me sound kind of dumb too. But that's okay. I are not dumb. Finally, a shot goes to the goalie of Kinkaid. She's able to give it the boot, and we're off going the other way. Kinkaid up the far sideline, stopped short and forced out to the sideline. Looks like it'll be Kinkaid who will throw it in. Good effort there on the sideline by St. Stephen's, trying to force the issue. Couple of substitutions for Kinkaid. To the sideline and back. Out of play. Another throw in. St. Stephen's intercepts, puts it to the middle. A battle for it. St. Stephen's looks like they, nope, never mind. They had possession and got it taken right back. Duke Kinkaid to the sideline, forced to the side. Ball rolls out. It's going to be St. Stephen's to throw it in. Here we go. Kinkaid able to maintain possession. Keeps it in. Now pushing it. Stopped by St. Stephen's, but into the feet of Kinkaid and goes all the way to the corner and out. Tap in on the corner kick. Now a shot on net. And a header and another goal. Oh my goodness. Right spot, right time. It's 2-0. Kinkaid on top. That one comes the 5:33 mark. 5:33 left here in the first half. I wish I was better at doing math backwards, but I'm not. So St. Stephen's will tap it, and now we'll get going. Kinkaid rushes. Ball moving from side to side. Now at the far sideline, intercepted by Kinkaid. Tapped in. Ball loose. It goes up the sideline. Still Kinkaid able to track it down. Coming here to the corner. Ball up in the air. Another header. It goes high. St. Stephen's able to put a body on it. Clears it out for the moment. Kinkaid able to keep it in, and now they push it up this near sideline. Shot towards the middle, intercepted by St. Stephen's and cleared away. Kinkaid able to keep it in play. St. Stephen's try to make a move. Kinkaid taps it out, so it will be St. Stephen's to throw it in here on this near sideline. There she is. Schechter puts it in play. Kinkaid intercepts. Coming to the middle. Shot to the net. Holleran knocks it out of the air. Goes out the back end. Nice save by Delaney Holleran. And it looks to be another corner kick here for Kinkaid on the far side. Ball gets away, and it goes out the back line on the near side. So it's going to be St. Stephen's with possession. Holleran gets the ball. And Phoebe George will put her foot into it and try to clear it out. To the middle, header by Kinkaid. Possessed by, I'm going to have a whistle blows it. Bounced up off of the forearm of St. Stephen's. So Kinkaid will have the ball and a free kick here right on the other side of midcourt. Midfield. Shot to the net. Oh, and a nice. Oh, my goodness. Sorry, that happened so quick. Delaney Holleran went to her knees, and the ball almost a rebound opportunity, but Holleran able to smother it. And now she'll boot it back. Header by Kinkaid. Kept in by St. Stephen's, and now they send it back. Kinkaid on the move. Nice job to clear it out there by Shania Schechter. Kinkaid will throw it in here on the near sideline. Able to hold it in. I didn't think she did, but there's Holleran right in the corner by the upright on our near side. Able to scoop it up, and now she'll send everybody back. The cold weather doesn't seem to affect these young ladies. This one high in the air. Kinkaid able to keep it in play. Nice job by Schechter. Again, Schechter doing a great job defensively today for Kinkaid, keeping things in play. It's going to be a throw in right there. Schechter will do so. She's number 4 right down in front of us. Up this near side. 4, a little 2-on-2 right there. Back to Schechter. Schechter pushes it up. Intercepted by Kinkaid. They push it in. It's going to roll all the way out the back line, and looks like Phoebe George. Yep, there she is. She will get the ball, and she will put her foot into it once again. Oh, my bad. Thanks, Merle. It's 2-0, not 12-0. Thank you. St. Stephen's gets it into their offensive zone, but Kinkaid able to keep it with their defense, and they push it up to midfield. St. Stephen's puts it back into the offensive zone, trying to muscle for it over to that far side, and now tapped in. But the defensive Kinkaid there, nice job by St. Stephen's, getting a little physical right there. Hands on each other, put the foot into it, and it goes out the side, and it'll be St. Stephen's throwing it in on that far sideline. I'm liking this right here. St. Stephen's keeping it in their offensive zone. They'll throw it in over on that far sideline. Kinkaid able to get possession. Now they send it to midfield. St. Stephen's holds it in, puts it back into the zone, but Kinkaid taps it down. St. Stephen's puts it here to the near sideline. It's a foot race to the sideline, and they're going to let it go out, and Kinkaid will throw it in right there. Looks like a timeout has been called on the field with 2 minutes to go, so we'll take a timeout with them. You are watching St. Stephen's soccer here at St. Stephen's Episcopal School in Austin, Texas. Michael Rose along with Merle Bertrand. We'll take a quick break, come back, and get back to the action right here on Vype Live.
Meet Josh.
Hi, everybody.
Josh is a high school basketball player, solid shooter, great teammate.
Hey, don't forget my tenacious D.
And he's my son.
Uh-huh.
So, what does Josh do to be the best basketball player he can be?
I play tennis.
Studies show that student athletes here in Texas who play more than one high school sport are more likely to excel. Tennis does more than improve Josh's conditioning. It gives him a fresh competitive outlet, reduces the risk of injury by cross-training, and introduces him to different coaching techniques and new friends.
Don't get me wrong, hoops are my first love. Tennis just gives me a little break.
So when the new season begins, Josh isn't burned out on basketball. He's eager to play, and you can see the difference in his game.
This message presented by the Texas University Interscholastic League and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
Hi, everybody.
Hey, high schoolers. Are you interested in a career in sports media? Vype can help. Launched in 2017, our Vype U Ambassador Program is a one-of-a-kind educational scholarship program that offers high school students a chance to gain hands-on experience in the sports media field. Vype U also gives students a platform to build their portfolio of creative work under the guidance of Vype's seasoned professionals. From covering games to publishing photos, writing articles, and conducting on-camera interviews, each Vype U ambassador receives an immersive experience geared toward their interests, while promoting their own school and preparing them for their future. Email info@vypemedia.com to find out more about Vype U today.
They went to 2 minutes and they stopped it. I don't know what exactly is going on. Just not sure exactly, but looks as though, as you can plainly see, they have gathered in their respective ends. There's St. Stephen's over in the corner, and the clock running started with 8 minutes down to about 7. We're gonna yeah, kudos to all. Merle and I were just chatting. with each other during that break about how cold it is, and I double tapped a button, which don't usually do, but tough to feel my fingers up here. So kudos to all the soccer fans here and the soccer players in Texas. We did basketball, Merle and I, for our respective schools last night, and sitting in the warm gym, and then come outside and see the fans at the soccer pitch just freezing their buns off. Pardon the expression, but that's what's going on. It is halftime. We're gonna just kind of let you see the. I will. Thank you. I will change the scoreboard. Thank you, Merle. Yes. It is the half. I will reflect that. Here we go. Are you kidding me? All right. Caps lock button was on, and I was changing it with caps lock. Never mind. Okay. I digress. Kudos to the fans, especially the ones sitting that were sitting in the shade. Now they have wisely moved a little further over to the other, each opposite side. Kinkaid over here to my right, and the St. Stephen's fans to my left. Kinkaid fans far outnumber the St. Stephen's fans, so they travel well, evidently. Want to let you know also that it is halftime of the girls' basketball game next door in the gym, and Kinkaid leads St. Stephen's 49-10 at the half. It is 2-0 here at halftime, so we're just going to let you see the sights and sounds. We'll take a quick break. I'm going to mosey over and warm up a little bit, and I'll come back for the second half in about 5 minutes. You are watching St. Stephen's Soccer. Let me try this again. St. Stephen's Spartan Soccer on Saturday, right here on Vype Live. Appreciate you joining us. We'll be back in a few minutes for the second half. Again, 2-0 the score, and we'll be back. Welcome back to the broadcast. You just see Kinkaid right off the bat gets their third goal. Michael Rose here along with Merle Bertrand. Wow. Nobody expected such a quick result there with another goal. 3-0 the score. St. Stephen's throws it in, and they'll try once again. Phoebe George passes it to the other side, up to the middle. Kinkaid puts it right back in play on the offensive side, the near sideline here. Gets the edge, puts it on center, but knocked out of bounds off of George's foot. It looks like a corner kick here for Kinkaid. To the middle. On the ground. Shot to the net, but it goes wide right. Number 0, Nora Fellner in goal now. Big foot there for Nora as she puts it a laser out to the midfield, and a shot to the net scooped up by Fellner. And she'll put her foot into this one once again. Across midfield. St. Stephen's almost had a beat on it, but able to keep it away is Kinkaid, and they push it up the far sideline. Here they go. Tap and a foot race down the sideline. Good speed by Kinkaid all the way down into the corner. Kick to the middle, and a goal. My goodness. Nothing Fellner could do about that one. That was well orchestrated. My goodness. Okay. There we go. Kinkaid keeping it in. And St. Stephen's does a good job pushing it up the sideline. Kinkaid holding on to it right at midfield. Go back and forth, ball into the air. St. Stephen's able to get there defensively, push it back to midfield, but Kinkaid's defense right there to put it in play to the near sideline. Dancing around. Nice poke check right there by Amelia McGuire. She taps it back in to the offensive zone, but the defense of Kinkaid able to push it up there at midfield now as it gets across the stripe. And a trip as Kinkaid player goes to the turf. So a free kick from that spot. Oh my. Fellner tracked it. Just didn't have the hops to get there, and another goal for Kinkaid. My goodness. Dominic chases that one out the side, and it'll be Kinkaid to throw in front of their own bench over there on that far sideline. Seven and a half minutes gone by here in this second half. 5-0 the score. Kinkaid dominating here this afternoon as we get to the noon hour. This match began at 11 this morning. It was 3-0 or beg your pardon, 2-0 at the half. And 3 quick goals here in this second half. St. Stephen's to throw it in, going up this near sideline. Tapped on, but right at the feet of Kinkaid. They do the give and go right here. Now to the middle. The defense right there. Dominic taps it back to the defender. Now they put it up to the middle, but it's put back in the offensive zone. And up the far sideline comes Kinkaid. Cut off at the pass, and it goes out the back line. And Phoebe George back there. Looks like she will be the one to send it out, as it were. Actually, looks like it's someone else gonna do it. Back to the middle. That was Delaney Post who sent that one out. Up to midfield, but then pushed back in and across. Kinkaid now forces the issue. Post puts her foot into it, sends it back all the way down the sideline, and it looks like it'll roll out the back line, and it will be Went off the back line, so Kinkaid will put it into play. They'll give and go there between the defense. Coming here to the near side, tracking it down, letting it roll to the sideline. And now tapping it back, and they'll move it up. Big foot to midcourt, midfield, I beg your pardon. I'm a basketball, football broadcaster, so I get my terms mixed up sometimes. Thanks for rolling with me. One goes out the sideline, and Kinkaid will throw it in. Kinkaid now with it. The defense on the back end puts it up towards midfield, rolling to the far side. Kinkaid picking their spots, doing a really good job putting it on the feet of each other. This one gets away though. As I say that, it rolls out the side, and a throw in for St. Stephen's. St. Stephen's hustling over to the sideline. Little give and go right there, but unable to keep it in. Bradley Parham let it roll out, and looks like Kinkaid will throw it in right here at midfield. Ball being tapped around high in the air. St. Stephen's taps it, but we'll see it's going to be St. Stephen's who will throw it in. The call from the side judge there. A throw into the middle. Tap back. Nice footwork right there by St. Stephen's as they push it. Almost an interception. Kinkaid able to maintain possession. They get across half midfield. My goodness. Still mixing it up. Tapped out of bounds, and it will be Kinkaid who will roll with it. They maintain possession. Throw to the middle and a whistle. And they'll do it once again. St. Stephen's defense lets it roll out the back line. And it looks as if Delaney Post will be the one to put her foot into it. .13 minutes have expired here in the second half. 5-0 the score. Ball sent to midfield. Kinkaid will track it down. Taps it around. Now the defense will go from one side to the other. Up to midfield and across into St. Stephen's territory, and St. Stephen's will throw it in. Sorry, trying to check dot all my I's and cross all my T's as I try to formulate sentences. And I literally can't feel my hands right now as I maneuver this camera. Whew, mercy. St. Stephen's on the push right here. Nice job to the center. Put back by Kinkaid, but St. Stephen's able to keep it in. Going up the sideline. Nice job right there. Kinkaid tried to track it down. St. Stephen's on the attack. Not enough on it as it's cleared out by Kinkaid to the sideline. And it looks like they're going to keep it in, but nice steal right there as SB Witherspoon goes to the ground twice. And actually, Witherspoon went to the ground once, and now that time it was Hepzibah Dominic who goes to the turf. And it looks like it'll be a free kick here for the Spartans. And that one's going to sail all the way to the back line and out. Good spot, just a little too much on it. And Kinkaid will send it back to their offensive zone if possible. Nice job if they're on the attack, but Kinkaid able to stymie it. Put back in the offensive zone by St. Stephen's. Kinkaid's defense there, now pushing it to the far side. Little give and go for Kinkaid as they move the ball. Coming across midfield, now put back by St. Stephen's. Coming to the near side. Nice stop right there. Little juke and move. But Kinkaid taps it out. Good defense right there. Shania Chavez Moreno was on the attack for the St. Stephen's Spartans, but Kinkaid thwarted it, and now nice job by St. Stephen's putting it back into their offensive zone. They have a chance on the far sideline. It goes off of the chest of one of the Kinkaid defenders, and it'll be a throw-in on the far side for St. Stephen's. Oh. Phoebe George throws it in. Header is going to go out the back line, and it will be Kinkaid's ball. Goalkeeper tracks it down. Tapped out. Spartans keep it in. It rolls out to the side, and it'll be Kinkaid who'll throw it in. Up the far side, and a header there by Schechter. She puts it back into the offensive zone. Here comes Moreno and company. Chavez Moreno, I should say. SB Witherspoon up there on the offensive side. Now Dominic has the ball going up the far side. Tapped in, and Kinkaid able to disrupt it. Dominic doing a great job. Hepzibah Dominic lets it go out. It's going to stay with the Spartans, and they'll throw it in. Not sure what the call is here. It'll be a kick on the side. That's Phoebe George. St. Stephen's pushes it back, and now Kinkaid intercepts. She goes to the ground. That was she gives the thumbs up. I never want to call flopping, but that was a nice job there by Kinkaid as they moved on the attack. Sorry, I was watching it. Should have had you been watching it. I apologize. Oops. St. Stephen's girls basketball, they fall to Kinkaid here, so Kinkaid dominating here on the campus this morning/afternoon. Official gives the signal, and now they'll put it into play. Over to the far side, tapped up in the air and out of bounds. Looks as though it's going to be, and it will be St. Stephen's who will throw it in. Hepsiba over there. She'll roll it, and looks like Schechter is going to throw it in. A little give and go, but Kinkaid taps it back. And a whistle stops everything. As there's an injury over there. I'll tend to her for just a second. Player for Kinkaid able to walk off under her own power. And we will get things going here. Kinkaid sends it in, and now St. Stephen's able to tap it out. It rolls all the way down that far sideline, still in play, and finally scooped up by the goalkeep, and she tosses it as it's a throw in now for Kinkaid. Is everybody coming up? Kinkaid throws it in up the side, ball in the air, tapped around. Dominic puts her foot on it. Tap to the middle. Kinkaid pushes it here to the near side. Nice job by Kinkaid keeping it in, but St. Stephen's taps it back into the offensive zone, and they're just going to let it roll out the back line. And Kinkaid will keep things rolling here. We are down 22 minutes have expired in the second half. 5-0 the score. Across midfield, Kinkaid on the attack. Gets around one defender, still on her feet. And, oh, nice save as, oh my goodness, where am I going with that camera? Oh my goodness. As Nora Fellner, the junior goalkeeper, able to get just a fingertip on it, which makes it sail to the right. I apologize, folks, again, just trying my best to run this camera and call the action, and I do apologize. Sometimes it gets a little wonky, and I appreciate your patience with me. A corner kick for Kinkaid will get to the corner. There it is. To the middle. Blocked and played to this near side. Back to the middle and a shot, and it's wide right once again. Wide to our right, I should say. And that means another corner kick forthcoming. To the middle, a header up and over the crossbar. Post will kick it out. St. Stephen's trying to clear it, and now they are on the attack. Nice lead right there, but into the foot of the defender, and she forces it up to the far side. Gathered up there by St. Stephen's. They put their foot on it. Dominic at midfield. makes a move, puts it up across, tap to the other side. Here comes the Spartans, but it's knocked away by Kinkaid, and it'll be a throw-in right there at midfield for the Spartans. Looks as if Schechter's there to throw it in. St. Stephen's on the attack. Good hustle right there, coming near side. Looking to make something happen. Back here to the point. Up across. Oh, just got her mitts on it. Literally and figuratively. It's the goal keep for Kinkaid, and she's sending everybody back. Get out of my way. Here comes my boot. Puts her foot into it. High in the air, tapped around at midfield. St. Stephen's checks it in. Now Kinkaid will clear it out. Up the near sideline and out. And it'll be St. Stephen's who will throw it in. Boys match will be coming up after this on Vype Live this afternoon, so I hope you'll be able to stay tuned and watch the boys take on Kinkaid here. Again, thanks to Merle Bertrand and Sooner Venkant for helping out this afternoon and morning, getting me all set up literally with our equipment here in the press box. Sooner came by and was here with me. Usually Sooner just checks in electronically. She's able to connect our laptops together and get me all set up, but she was physically on site here this morning. I appreciate her coming over. That one goes out of bounds. Of course, Merle Bertrand hanging with us today. He's keeping tabs of all the St. Stephen's athletics going on here on Vype Live this afternoon and this morning. So appreciate him. Throw in here for Kinkaid going up the sideline. Bodied, and now Phoebe George with it. Witherspoon tries to get her on one. And it's met. Oh my. Good job, ladies. St. Stephen's pushes it up the near sideline, but Kinkaid able to defensively be there. Phoebe George there offensively. Tries to keep in the zone. Now Kinkaid clears it out to the middle. Now tap back to the defense. And Schechter pushes it up. Dominic puts a foot on it, but it goes off Kinkaid, and it looks like actually went off of St. Stephen's, and Kinkaid will throw it in. St. Stephen's intercepts, pushes it up, but Kinkaid right there to put it back in play. And now St. Stephen's on the attack. Dominic on the sideline, can't get the lead. And here comes Kinkaid as they push it to midfield. And across, coming near here to the near side. And it's going to go out on the sideline. It will be St. Stephen's to throw it in way over there in the corner. Not a corner kick, I don't think, but it looks like they'll throw it in. Yep. Kinkaid right there. Make the intercept, and now they push it to the far side. Good job by Dominic getting in there defensively, trying to take it away, and a clear out by Post, and it goes all the way to midfield. Kinkaid has to track it down on the far side, and they'll tap to the goal keep. And she puts it out into play at midfield. Tap back to the defense. Schechter pushes it up. Kinkaid there. Dominic tries to get it back. Now ball comes back to midfield. And here comes St. Stephen's trying to use those wheels up the far side, or near side, I beg your pardon. Tapped out. Bradley Parham lets it go out as it's off the foot of Kinkaid. And they'll throw it in. A little give and go right here. That's Amelia McGuire. Ball taken away, and Phoebe George able to tap it down. Now McGuire with it near side. Puts it to the point. Little Give and go. Now to the middle. Who's going to get there? Looks like it's Witherspoon. Witherspoon gets it away. And a little break for Dominic. Dominic puts her foot into it, but it's right into the shin of Kinkaid, and she goes to the ground, but it's out of bounds. And it looks like we're going to have... Yep, Kinkaid will be over there to throw it in. Actually, they're going to tap it in. Oh, actually, I beg your pardon. We're going to have ourselves a free kick here. The defense is back. There are 3 gathered around the ball. 2 right next to it, and 1 at the high point. Everybody lined up there, you can see. And a shot on net, scooped up by the goalkeeper. Nice save right there. Kinkaid maintains their shutout. She puts her foot into it, and it goes up to midfield. Kinkaid able to tap it back to their defense. Now coming here to the near side. To the middle. Gets it across. Post able to knock it down. Witherspoon taps it to the far side. Dominic chasing after it. And it goes to the sideline and out. It will be St. Stephen's to throw it in. Excuse me. Kinkaid intercepts, but St. Stephen's able to put it back into their offensive zone, going down the far sideline, and it will roll out, so Kinkaid will throw it in right in front of the St. Stephen's bench. Maybe a little off to the side, I guess I should say. Kinkaid throws it in up far side, and now it rolls all the way, and Nora Fellner comes out of the goal box, and she will put her foot into it to midfield and over. Kinkaid with it. Nice keep in there by Dominic. Hepzibah Dominic. And it looks like she stepped on the sideline. It will be Kinkaid to throw it in. And now St. Stephen's gets it as they stop play. Looks like we'll have a free kick here from that point. As it goes out the back end, the back line. Ooh. Whoa. Those were my teeth. Try not to let that happen, but it did. Kinkaid will send it from one defense to the other, up the far sideline. Kept in and sent across the midfield. Gathered there by St. Stephen's. Now they'll give it up. Witherspoon with it. Tap to center. Little give and go. Back to Witherspoon. Tries to put her foot into it. Can't get enough on it. Witherspoon taps it to the near side. Here comes St. Stephen's. And it goes out. They're trying to set each other up, but McGuire was standing literally on the other side of the sideline, and it's out of bounds, and so you'll see Kinkaid throw it in to midfield. Tapped around. Phoebe George there in the fray, and now up the sideline goes Kinkaid. Nice job right there. That's number 11. That's Brody Rodemacher. She was there to intercept, and now pushing it up and across. Here comes Dominic. Hepzibah Dominic pushing it up the far side. to the middle and tapped out off of the foot of the defense of Kinkaid, so St. Stephen's will throw it in. Whew. Throw into the middle, tap back. Kinkaid's defense is there. St. Stephen's couldn't quite keep it in. Now they do. Push it up and into the hands of the goalkeep, and she's able to put it on her hip. Now she gives it a bounce or two, and she's going to send it out. A few more bounces. Now she puts her foot into it. Goes high in the air. And it looks like St. Stephen's is going to be there, but then Kinkaid takes it away up the sideline. It's going to roll out, and St. Stephen's will throw it in here on this near sideline. Oh my goodness. Throw in, and it goes right back out. So Kinkaid taps it out, and St. Stephen's will throw it in. That is Amelia McGuire throwing it in. Tries to go over the defense, and Kinkaid taps it out once again. So all this is kind of nice. Amelia is throwing it in, letting Kinkaid tap it out, so they're moving it up the field slowly but steadily. "16 minutes have expired." Or excuse me. Oh my goodness, I'm really not doing so good at this math right here. Whew. 36 minutes have expired in this second half. And a takedown, as you saw right there. Oh my goodness. She does get up under her own power, which is a good sign. So Kinkaid will have a chance to clear it out, and they'll just tap it from one defense to the other, or they get up to the far side at midfield and across. Post able to put her foot into it, sends it up the far side. Kinkaid corrals it, puts it back on their defense. Now they go back to the goalkeep, and she puts her foot into it over to that far side. It'll roll out of bounds. 37 minutes gone by here in this half. 5-0 the score. Michael Rose here along with Earl Bertrand, our QA back at Vype Live. And again, a shout out to Sooner Venkat, who got us all set up this morning. And thanks to Cameron, who usually does the soccer matches for St. Stephen's. Appreciate being able to fill in for him. Wish him well. And of course, all y'all, wherever you may be, continue to stay healthy, stay vigilant, and stand in your own power, y'all. Don't cave, don't worry, don't fret. Love your neighbor as yourself and stand in your power. That's how we roll, right? Up to midfield. St. Stephen's able to keep it in. Nice job by Schechter right there, all the way back to the goalkeep, and she'll put her mitts on it. And again, it goes to 2 minutes and stops. That's what it did at the half. So I'm not sure if that means the match is over or what's going on. It looks like play continues, even though the game clock has stopped. A throw in for St. Stephen's over on the far side, up at midfield, trying to track it down. Taps on it, and now a little back and forth. Kinkaid's there defensively. They'll send it around, and now they clear it out up to midfield. Tried to get a header, but it gets over their heads. McGuire taps it across midfield. And now a little give and go. Phoebe George right there taps it to the defense post, puts her foot on it, rolls all the way to the Kinkaid bench, and St. Stephen's will throw it in over there on the far side. George with it on the inbounds. Schechter pushes it up across midfield. Intercepted by Kinkaid, sent back into the zone. And another stop and play, as St. Stephen's will push it all the way up. Kinkaid right there knocks it down, sends it to the far side. And another opportunity for St. Stephen's defense to put it back in the offensive zone. Kinkaid chases it all the way up that far side. Dominic with the good hustle right there, and it goes out of bounds. It'll stay over there with St. Stephen's, and they'll throw in on that far side. Give you that shot right there. Hoping to get a chance to end this shutout before this match concludes here this afternoon. A throw in to the middle. Header up by Kinkaid. Another header by Kinkaid, and it's on the floor. Rolling around, St. Stephen's taps it to the far side. And Kinkaid clears it out. And that sound is the whistle, and it looks as though that is the match. Looks like these ladies are going to shake hands. Final score, let me type that in before Merle tells me to. The final here, Kinkaid over St. Stephen's 5-0. We will be back to cover the young men's match here in a little bit here on Vype Live. Appreciate you being with us. Congratulations to Kinkaid on their victory this afternoon. And kudos to St. Stephen's. We thank St. Stephen's Athletic Department for bringing us on board. And again, thanks to Merle Bertrand and Sooner Van for helping me out here. We'll be back again for the boys match. I believe that start is at 1 o'clock, so stay tuned. And we'll talk to you in a little bit. Thank you so much for everyone here with Vype Live and St. Stephen's Athletics. Michael Rose signing off for just a little while. And we'll be back.